This video is brought to you by the EA Creator Network. Thank you, EA Creator Network, for the free pack codes. Hello everyone, JSimLady here. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. We are working on the magical townhouses again, and I had to go back and correct something from the last video. So I realized hours after I had already uploaded the video and everything that I didn't actually include a bedroom for the mother of this family that's on this lot in Glimmerbrook for the Realm of Magic pack. I included a room for the son and the son's family, if he had a family. I could not for the life of me remember who the other lady, I can't remember her name now, but who she was partnered up with, if it was the mother or the son. I was fairly certain it was the son. So my thinking was that that was his bedroom, and then they had a nursery in case they had children, and then the daughter would live in the townhouse next door. I always forget that Gemma is a teenager. No matter how many times I play this game and how many times I play this world, I can never for the life of me remember that Gemma is a teenager. It's really annoying. So instead, I changed my mind and I decided that obviously the mother, because she's the owner of this lot, and so she's going to be the owner of all these townhouses. I had to make her this bedroom right here. I moved the other primary bedroom up to the third floor. I moved the nursery up to the third floor. I got rid of the potions room, and I started to make a library. I thought that somehow I could fit the library and the potions room in together, or maybe this family wouldn't be as focused on potions and they would be more into spell casting. Because yes, in this short amount of time, I forgot again that Gemma was a teenager. So here is how this is all gonna be set up. This is gonna be, and I don't remember any of their names now except Gemma's. This is gonna be the elderly Sims bedroom here. She's the mom of the family that's originally on this lot. She's the mom. This is gonna be her bedroom. The upstairs, adult bedroom, or like second primary bedroom, or whatever you want to call it, that one is going to be Gemma's. And yes, there's a nursery, and yes, there's a bassinet in that bedroom. I figure the storyline can be that Gemma instead stays with the mom to help take care of the mom as the mom gets older and will inherit the townhouses, all of them. The son and his partner will live in the next townhouse over. And I think there's a nursery in that one. That's the one that I did the storybook nursery kit in. So it still works. It still works really well. It works out. We just have an extra nursery and bassinet that's not currently being used. I'm fairly certain, because I always think of Gemma as an adult. And I didn't check this, and I should have checked this, but I'm fairly certain that relatively shortly after you start playing the game, Gemma does turn into an adult. Like, she doesn't stay a teenager for very long. So, yeah, she'll probably get married and have a family or whatever. It's just nice to have the nursery there in case. Now we moved on to the next townhouse of this little series. And I decided to do this one in a light, bright, airy sort of theme, decorating aesthetic, whatever you want to call it. The layout was incredibly hard despite the fact that this is technically a box, the layout was actually really hard to come up with. I cut some of it out where I was trying to figure out the layout, but it took me longer than it looks on screen here. But in the end, it came together. It looks so adorable. It's part, I don't know, what are we calling shabby chic these days? I don't for the life of me remember. But it's like part shabby chic or whatever we're calling it these days, part like country, part I don't even know what to call it anymore. But anyways, it's just very bright and airy and fun. It's very fun and very pastel. And all throughout this building process, the majority of the building process, the idea was that these were gonna be, regular spellcasters, regular potion makers, whatever. I didn't put too much more thought into it than that for the family of this. I didn't really have a story for this family. I didn't really have any particular thing in mind for this family, just that I wanted this to be very light, bright, opposite of everything I've been doing in these townhouses so far, kind of home. And it was gonna be very clean and clutter free, and just I don't know what else to say about it other than that. I did not put an easily accessible bathroom upstairs. I don't know how much people hate that. I don't know how realistic it is. But for the one singular full bathroom, it is kind of inside the bedrooms. So you do kind of have to go through the bedrooms to get to it. And the only other bathroom in the house downstairs is a very tiny little 3-tile bathroom. It's completely usable. It's not, there won't be any issues. It's just that there isn't a lot of like easily accessible or a lot of bathroom space. I hope that's okay. I just kind of fit it in where I could based on where the stairs were. I think the thing that was throwing it off were the giant windows. These windows are so big and they take up so much room. And if you put a wall at the edge of them, you can see it clipping through, and that bothers me so much. So I could not do that. I had to work around the windows, basically. In other quick news while we're watching this part, at this point I still didn't have a particular sim or family in mind when I was decorating this room. I was just feeling my way through it based on, like, I don't know, colors and vibes and stuff. But in other news, no, I was not able to change my microphone over yet. The unfortunate thing was I made a mistake. So I asked for a microphone for Christmas last year, and I sent the wrong link. I meant to send the link for the USB version of the microphone that I wanted, but I accidentally sent the link for the XLR version, and I assume the microphones themselves are pretty much virtually the same. It's just the way it hooks up to the computer. So in the case of an XLR, you need a separate audio mixing box that the XLR plugs into first, and then that plugs into the computer somehow. And what I wanted was the microphone that directly plugs right into the computer. Well, I thought I could get around this by buying an XLR to USB cord instead, and it didn't work. The computer does not recognize the microphone. I also bought speakers so that I didn't always have to use my earbuds. and those don't work either. But frankly, I've been having nothing but problems with this computer since I got it. I should have taken it back immediately. Initially, I thought the problems were due to Windows 11, and I've told this story before, but a few years ago, we got a new laptop, and for whatever reason, Windows, what's it called? It's called, I don't know, it's their cloud service. They're like backup cloud service or whatever. I have it disabled on most of my computers now, but it's like Microsoft, I don't know, something. It's the Microsoft cloud service, whatever it is. For whatever reason, we had not been having a problem with it ever. We had been using it for a while and it had not been a problem. But we got this one new laptop, and for whatever reason, that Microsoft cloud service like aggressively backed up that laptop, and it continuously backed up that laptop, and not just a little bit like the personal files and stuff. It literally, almost like it duplicated the laptop in its complete whole form and put it into the cloud. And so any computers that we've hooked up to our cloud service since then has been aggressively, like that cloud service aggressively downloads that laptop, the entirety of the laptop. Like it's almost as if it's downloading the BIOS, the operating system, the whole 9 yards, right? It aggressively downloads that laptop and all of its files onto every other computer. So we've had no choice but to disable it on all of our computers, because every time we turn it on, it just will not do anything else. It will replace all the computer's files. It will download everything from it onto the computer. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't love Windows 11, and I don't love the Microsoft cloud service. But it really messed everything up on several computers that we've had over the years. Well, I say several, but we've really only had a couple of computers. But you know what I mean. Basically, all of our computers, since that cloud service has been more or less like mandatory, have been messed up by the cloud service aggressively downloading that laptop onto every other computer and all of its files for everything. And so it really messed up this computer. I had an appointment to get the computer fixed, but even though I subscribed to Best Buy's, like everything, I subscribed to their like yearly club, whatever that is, to get discounts and stuff, because it got us a discount on the computer. I subscribed to Geek Squad. Like, I subscribed to everything they offered, hoping that if anything should be bad or go wrong with the computer, because we had been, again, thanks to the Windows aggressive cloud service, we had been having nothing but problems with computers. So I subscribed to everything. And did you know that you can subscribe to Geek Squad all you want, but you still have to pay for Geek Squad services? So it's not even worth it. Don't subscribe to Geek Squad. And it's a scam and it's a lie. Like, they make you think that you can bring your computer in to be fixed anytime you want if you pay their monthly subscription. But no, you get 20-minute consultation and that's it. Everything else you have to pay for after that. So I do not recommend it. I canceled everything. I had someone else come in and look at the computer. They swear they fixed it. They swear that they knew what was wrong and how things got messed up. We jumped to the computer twice and redid everything, and they are almost certain that it's fixed, but I've had nothing but problems with this computer and the screen, honestly, since we got it, basically. So I wish I would have just returned the computer. I very deeply regret it. It was not a cheap purchase, and yeah, I'm very angry. Anyways, I completely talked over half of the important part of the thing. Right now you're seeing me go and put back in other things that I either forgot or didn't think to add to the other townhouses, like pet bowls and fire smoke detector things, and a couple of objects were missing that I had to replace. But it was at that point that I was doing that upstairs hallway, which I think I'm finished with. Yeah, so it was a few minutes ago when I was doing that upstairs hallway that I decided, what if this is a grandmother and her two granddaughters who are orphaned, and instead of being spellcasters, what if their magic is crystals? And I thought that would be perfect if they planted a few crystal trees along that edge where we just have the bushes along the very first townhouse that I did. There's still that patch of grass there where something could be planted. They could plant a few crystal trees there, and their magic can come from crystals. And while they're not spellcasters, they do perform a ton of magic through crystal creation. Isn't that a brilliant idea? I thought that was a brilliant idea. I loved that idea. So that's what I did for this family. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, yes, for the actual save file, okay, let me back up a second. All of these houses are on or will be on the gallery. Everything that I'm making for the save file will be available to download individually on the Sims 4 gallery. So you can create the save file as it goes along in any way, shape, or form that you see fit, right? And you can move the houses around if you want, or not include certain houses if you don't want them or whatever. But they're all there for you to do what you want with them. However, in the actual save file that I'm going to have available for you to download and put in your game, I will have a lot of these families already in these houses. So like this family, I plan on making the family and I plan on putting them in this house. And if you were here for or watched, or maybe if you go back in the playlist a little ways, you'll see that I created the very first house or apartment building, I guess, that I created for this save file was in Forgotten Hollow for vampires. I did go back and I added those Sims that I talked about during all those videos for that that apartment building. I did go back in and add those Sims in. I haven't done it to every build yet. I'm a little bit behind on like literally everything. But I do plan on, if there's a house that has a story, a specific story to it, like this one, I do plan on going in and adding the family in there so it's already there when you start up the save file. And I do plan on leaving some buildings, some apartments, some townhouses, some homes empty for you to fill your own Sims in as well. So there you have it. That's this one. And here's a quick overview of this little, it's kind of little but also kind of big at the same time. There are a couple of desks there for the girls to do their homework. But yeah, this is just, I think it's number 4. And if you enjoyed this video, if you're enjoying my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.